All right, we got another one of these, and this one's crazy. Put these four in a room, who's coming out alive? We've got Gojo fused with Wally West, the Hulk fused with Kratos, Goku fused with Saitama, really bringing together the warring factions on that one, and finally, Gesundheit here fused with Georgie. Now, I actually haven't seen all of Bleach or JoJo's, so I'm going to be largely ignoring this fusion, but somebody that has seen both of those told me that this one probably isn't winning anyway, so I don't really feel bad ignoring them. And before we talk about, Goku Saitama here, I just want to quickly talk about the comics characters, Wally West and Hulk. I think to keep this fair, we need to consider them only in their by themselves forms, meaning we're not going to count the insane entity like the one below all Hulk because that's technically him fused or possessed with something else. And similarly, we won't be counting things like the Wally West Dr. Manhattan fusion, if you will, that sat upon the Mobius chair, because if we were counting those, then definitely one of those two would win in my opinion. But let's just count Wally West himself and his feats, and this appears to be the World Breaker Hulk, so we'll be talking about that. All right, so like I said, we've already eliminated the Bleach fusion, and I think next we've got to eliminate Hulk fused with Kratos. And do not get me wrong, this is an insane entity, okay? The strength is astronomical, but I just do not think they can compete with the hacks that are on the left side of the board here. And to start, let's just talk about Wally West. We don't even need Gojo as part of this. No disrespect to the honored one. I mean, there's some good cases for how people are going to get through Infinity, but again, I don't even think we need him. Wally West is so fast, it doesn't even make sense, okay? Really, the Flash should never lose in any scenario because of how ludicrously fast he is. This man has literally outrun the concept of death. He ran to the end of the universe where death no longer made sense and death just, floated away. He then proceeded to outrun the next Big Bang of the start of the next universe. We could go all day with all of the just insane speed feats that Wally West has. So I just don't think that Hulk and Kratos can keep up with this. This bro can also time travel. Kratos kind of can, but not to the same way. And then Saitama can also time travel, right? So I think the left side is really the side to be reckoned with here. So that leaves us with Wally Satoru versus Son Saitama, who's walking away here. And ultimately, I think this just boils down to how we want to look at Saitama, right? We already talked about how fast Wally was. I don't think either of these two can keep up unless we're just going to look at Saitama's scaling, because this whole thing is he will exponentially grow to rise to the occasion, assuming he's motivated to do so, right? So if we want to buy into that gimmick and say that his speed will scale to match Wally's, then they've got a chance. But if we want to say that's outside the realm of really what makes this question fun, then I got to go with Gojo fused with Wally.